Sugar daddy, sugar mama, that's just straight up prostitution. That's what that is.
That's where I am heading to.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
what
beat
it
me
is.
to it. So, okay.
Because I really feel like most male-female situations are a form of prostitution.
I need you to help me out with something, Pink.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into which friend this is or whose story this is or anything like that.
Okay.
But I want to see what I land on a specific side of this. So I want to see, am I going crazy? And see if you land on my side. Because what I like about you is you'll tell me, now, I think y'all base here, man. Or you'll tell me, yeah, man, you're right. All right?
I hear you.
All right. So let's go with women 2021 and over, somewhere around there, right?
Young women.
Younger, it doesn't matter, just 2021 and over. All right, so it could go whatever. All right, 2021 and over. I picked that specific age because I feel like at that age, you're mentally developed. You know what's going on. All right, no more wolves should be covered over your eyes.
You're
over simple stuff.
You're still kind of young, but you're damn sure ready.
Who was that? Keep sort of R. Kelly.
R. Kelly, man.
All right. Okay, so when you enter, no, when you have a sugar daddy or a sugar mama situation. So this is for young men and young women. I'm going this cross. Okay, so when you enter a sugar daddy or sugar mama situation, all right,
Okay.
all right, and you are of age, okay. And there is of course, with the situation, there is an agreement that is made upon. Okay, maybe specifics wasn't talked about, but you know that this person, you're being a sugar daddy or sugar mama to this person because on your side, in general love terms, or you're just talking to this person. Most likely, you wouldn't be dating this person if it wasn't for this arrangement, okay? All right? And on the other side,
I love where this is going.
And on the other side, you're entering this conversation because this person has access to money that you don't have right now, okay? Maybe you'll get in 5-10 years, whatever, or you'll be rich, you'll be LeBron James, or you'll be Oprah one day. Who knows? But as of right now, this person has access to money that you don't have. Now, how much of that money, how much, whatever, whatever, that could be discussed. Okay, now, what's going on, Ebony? I would love for you to chime in on this. We're talking about sugar daddies and sugar mamas. So, this is an exchange. This person, it says, okay, I'm going to look out for you, give you money, or pay X amount of bills or whatever, right? Whenever you need it. May not be all the time, but whenever you need it, okay? And then on the flip side is, hey, you're going to, whatever, sexually satisfy, hang out, whatever. We're going to do what we do, okay? Would you, up to this point, does all of that make sense? And is that typically what a sugar mama, sugar daddy relationship consists of?
Yeah, I mean, I
so
would
far.
say it's somebody who has financial resources that would not be in the other person's dating pool in a normal circumstance, but for the money. Sugar daddy, sugar mama, that's just straight up prostitution. That's what that is.
That's where I am heading to.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
what
beat
it
me
is.
to it. So, okay.
Because I really feel like most male-female situations are a form of prostitution.
So if that young lady or young guy, if he feels like, hey, I'm not a prostitute. Like, the thing about the world in this United States or wherever you live, some things are the same thing. They just have different words for them. Like if you go into the store and you say, I take 2 Skittles and a Gatorade and I leave the store without paying. Yes, technically I went into the store and I took some Skittles and Gatorade and I didn't pay. I used the words I took and didn't pay, right?
You didn't say steal.
But that's stealing.
Yes, no, I agree.
That's fucking
but see, like,
stealing.
this is the whole. This is where, like, in these situations, and they're super prevalent in all these forms, but these are these situations where people do mental gymnastics to avoid calling it what it is. They come up with, sugar daddy, sugar mama. You are being paid to provide sexual pleasure. That's it.
That's really what.
You're not doing this again. Like a person's like, you're not just having sex with them because you're attracted to them and you want to have good sex with them. You're doing it to this person because they're providing some financial resource to you. You know, it might be paying a bill, it might be whatever, setting you up an apartment, whatever the situation is. You're exchanging your sex and companionship for financial resources. And again, typically, you know, if you look at the dynamic, the sugar daddy or sugar mama is not somebody that person would ordinarily just date on their own accord if they ran into him.
Right.
And start like a relationship with.
Yeah.
But people don't want to be prostitutes. And people don't want to be Johns, really. And so you kind of dress it up. Oh, well, we care about each other. Like we do other stuff besides sex. That is the only tie that binds you. The money for the sex.
That's it.
The rest of it is just kind of irrelevant. You know, you could go around and have friends and talk to people and spend time with them, but if you're not being intimate with them, like they're just friends. There's nothing to that, you know. And if you're not exchanging financial resources for that, yeah, that is just friends. But if that's the core of the relationship, but I always think like the beginning, and I wasn't sure where you're going with it. I do find it super interesting. Is like these things are not like put down in writing. You know, like, so what are the terms of this arrangement? Like,
do people discuss the terms of those arrangements, especially if it's specifically this situation of a sugar daddy or a sugar mama?
I suspect that they typically don't, because again, if you are too explicit, if you are too detailed in what you're doing, it brings it closer to the truth of prostitution, and people are uncomfortable with it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So like, we're gonna keep it. Well, he helps me out when I need help. Well, when's that? Every fucking month when the rent's due? That's, you know, that's what it is. And so like you'd rather not keep it that way. And like again, you don't want it to be like, oh, you know, I paid for my hair and nails. I better give him an A-game performance. You know, you'd rather just say, oh, you know, we just. You know,
and then what? And then on the flip side, if it's whatever, he only took me to a restaurant twice this month. I don't owe him anything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's gray areas there. You know, it's I don't know, man.
Or if the sugar mama or the sugar daddy's like having some legitimate financial concerns or issues.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what's the status of the relationship now? You know?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I don't know. It's just, that's super weird. But yeah. I would, you know, to the best ability you can, stay away from these situations. It's just prostitution by another name.
Yeah, and see, the thing about it is these other countries, they have socially accepted prostitution, normalized it. And no, seriously. And so we look at it in such a negative way. You know, it has a strong negative connotation when really, you know, it's simple. It's, you know, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it if that's what you're into. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, no, people are free to do what they want to do, what they can tolerate, you know, and that's the thing, you know. I just but I mean, I even think like you know, a lot of common dating is basically falls into the same category. So like if you're like those like Shannon Sharp was talking to Ocho the other day.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, like he took somebody somewhere and they ordered some big lobster, and he's, you know, he's like, well, that better include a condom, because if I'm buying that, we're like, you know.
Ain't never heard from her again.
Yeah,
but that's yeah. I mean, hey, that's a similar situation.
It all is. That's
We got one comment said there's a whole app seeking arrangements. I didn't know about that app.
I heard about it.
So they basically got an app for sugar dad and sugar mamas.
Right.
And then Ebony said it's called Friends with Benefits, not prostitution.
Friends with benefits are friends that enjoy having sex with each other. They're not. There's
bind
not
to any financial.
There's no financial stipulation to that.
Yeah.
Foul on Ebony. We're going the other way.
We're going the other way, man. I think you could do better than that, Ebony.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows what friends with benefits are.
Yeah, that's
I mean, it's
no gray area.
Yeah, it's two people that enjoy having sex together that don't want to pursue a relationship.
There you go, with no relationship title. And some people are friends with benefits without wanting to be friends with benefits, but that's just what you are.
Wait, what's that scenario?
When a woman wants more.
Oh, no, then everyone's just unhappy. that's just disillusionment and misery for somebody, and eventually most people.
Yeah, because it's going to bleed. Into the
it bleeds.
Yeah,
that'll bleed, man.
Yeah, it will. It will.
There's no Band-Aid for that.
You said you don't get to determine the definition of friends with benefits. It kind of just is what it is. It's not us defining it. It's
it is.
it's been this way before we were born. It's just like
Exactly.
This is not some, something that was just created in the early 2000s or something.
We're not trying to define it. We're just telling you what it is.
Yeah, that's just what it is, man.
I mean, it doesn't. It's already been defined.
Yeah.
You're just choosing to misuse it. That's your own peril.
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that is.
This guy got into, got into it with a person there. So,
what was the crux of the?
I don't know.
Too close to home?
No, just you try not to ask specific details.
But you gotta have a sense of what's going on.
Well, I know that the person does not want to be a prostitute. Not a prostitute. This person is a church-going Christian who doesn't want to be a prostitute, but wants a sugar daddy. Okay, and that's kind of the situation. So, want to be respected, and doesn't want that label. Okay,
you got the
That's the
label when you
crux
took the finances. That's it.
That's it.
I mean, nobody wants to be a criminal, but when you steal something and they catch you, you become a criminal.
That's kind of my point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know anyone else around it. I don't know what you...
But that was my original point. Is like people will go to such lengths, to avoid the obvious, to avoid the truth. Like you are a functioning prostitute. You're taking financial benefit, financial resource in exchange for sex.
Accept it. Be good with it. Live with it.
Yeah.
Or stop doing it.
Yeah. Turn over a new leaf. Get back in church. Double down at the choir.
It's the first time I saw you advocate for that.
Nah, never really. I was actually in the back of my mind, I was thinking about the booty eating pastor. It's like it's gonna end up one way or the other.
I'm sure he knows a thing or two about sugar daddy.
There's a pastor or a deacon somewhere with some game. You'll fall.
Once again, you guys on the bench podcast with Bubba and Pink, home of sports music and mayhem.